All right, y'all. Let's do a little night routine with my special needs son. A lot of people have asked a lot of questions about him, so I am going to explain his syndrome. You're eating my hair, Bubba. I'm going to explain his syndrome and everything that goes on with him, because along with his syndrome come other complications. So I do want to go in depth with you guys, even though I don't really post them. It's just because the world could be very cruel. But I have genuine people that want to know about him. He's so cute. So I had Josiah when I was 39 weeks pregnant. And my whole pregnancy, the only thing they told me was that he had a heart arrhythmia. But he was growing how he should and everything. Well, it turns out that at 39 weeks, I got induced because of his heart rate. And the doctor thought he was safer in the outside other than the inside. So we went ahead and we got induced. The moment my baby was born, he was not crying. He was blue. Doctors had to immediately work on him to get him to breathe. He was very tiny, very underweight. He was under the percentile where he needed to be for a baby at his gestation. Along with that, we also noticed that he was arching his neck back and struggling to breathe also. Oh no. So after we spent a couple days at the hospital, get sent home. After getting sent home, we find out that we need to be admitted. This is when it all begun. We were admitted for a total of 6 months. Along those 6 months, we discovered that Josiah had severe laryngomalacia, couldn't bleed. He required 2 glottoblastoplasties to open up the airway. Once we opened up the airway, new issues occurred, like silently aspirating. He was already on the NG, but that's when GI doctors, along with other medical issues that he had going on, they decided it was best to put the G-tube in because he also had failure to thrive. Then a couple weeks after that, we found out that he had a severe allergy to dairy, which he never outgrew. He can't even be kissed, touched with dairy, or he like breaks out immensely a lot. He cannot feed by mouth. He literally, the first 6 months of life was only focused on getting him able to breathe without a high oxygen flow machine because he literally could not live without it. He spent many surgeries. I mean, I have so much fear after that because of everything that happened. After that, we discovered that he had world development delay, all that stuff. It wasn't until he was almost 5 months that we finally found out he had a rare genetic syndrome called Coffin-Siris syndrome. And it finally answered all of our questions. You know what I mean? Like, why is he having problems breathing? Why is he having difficulty eating? Why is he so tiny? Why wouldn't he gain weight? Why is he allergic to dairy? Well, when you look into his syndrome, a lot of the children all have pretty much the same exact symptoms. The same exact. Now, aside from his syndrome, he is able to walk and crawl and do all that. But because he has been so delayed and it's been hospitalization after hospitalization since the very beginning, he cannot still do that. He just now learned how to like barely sit up. Now we are hoping that we could send him to this special program where he will get intensive therapy around the clock for a couple hours, which is what we think is best for him, and it's what we already tried to do for him. We're just waiting for the response to get the go. He will have free transportation. They will do all of his therapies because I'm a firm believer that my baby syndrome does not stop him. You know what I mean? It does not define him. It does not mean who he is. Other than that, he's very lovable. He's really happy. He gets rotated. He gets all his therapies right now, but he only gets them once every 2 days. So he gets PT twice a week. He gets OT twice a week. So he needs more, and it's only for 1 hour. So with that being said, hopefully by the end of this year, Josiah will be at least even able to take some steps. I don't think Josiah will ever talk. A lot of children with his syndrome are nonverbal, and it breaks my heart that I might never hear him say mama. But I'm also very hopeful that he will say mama. That's a little bit about him. I don't really want to go much in depth because it's a lot more. But that's pretty much some of the basics.